Another fight between a cable company and a TV channel, and naturally, customers are the losers. Time Warner Cable has pulled CBS off the air in LA and New York as the two fight over fees that CBS wants to be paid for its content. Meanwhile, in an exclusive interview with the Wall Street Journal, Cablevision CEO says the future of TV could be the internet. Shalini Ramachandran joins us. She's had a very busy weekend.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Good.
Did you get some sleep?
Slightly awake.
Slightly awake. So, all right, here's some quotes over the first thing we're talking about, the Time Warner CBS standoff. Time Warner says negotiations are ongoing. CBS says there are no negotiations, so we can't even agree if there are negotiations.
Right. So on Sunday, there was this weird, strange exchange where the Time Warner Cable folks said negotiations are continuing. CBS put out a statement saying that there are no negotiations. But of course, negotiations can mean a lot of things. So people have different terms. So maybe an email, some folks might think is a negotiation.
Okay. So when are folks in? It's New York and LA that basically don't have
New York, LA,
CBS
and Dallas.
broadcast, and Dallas. When are those folks going to get, in your view, going to get the channel back?
Well, right now, there needs to be talks first, and if both sides aren't talking, then we don't know.
Fair enough.
It could be a while. Once they start talking and trying to figure things out, and usually blackouts help with that because both sides are losing at this point.
You wonder if this thing, it wouldn't go for a full week, but CBS, of course, is an NFL network, and it's not going to be off the air where the NFL starts in September.
Right.
But anyway, but let's move over to what I thought was an even more fascinating story. You spoke with Cablevision's CEO. Now, and one of the first things off the top, he was talking about, he sees the day when TV won't be delivered via TV, it'll be delivered via the internet.
Right. And one interesting thing he said was just that, and a lot of analysts have speculated about this before, but we haven't ever heard a cable CEO say it, which is that he could see a future where he does not offer TV. And that's part of why Jim has been investing so much in Cablevision's network and its plant, because he thinks that connectivity is his product, not necessarily television.
We're talking about Jim Dolan, the CEO. Now, and point being, if in the future, TV, even if it's an over-the-top, as they like to call it, would still have to go through the cable pipe. Right. The internet pipe you're paying cable for anyway. They'll just charge you more for that than they will charge you for traditional TV.
Right.
Triple play goes away. Another question you asked him, will he sell the company? You actually got an interesting response.
Yeah, and the interesting thing he said was, we asked him if in 20 years' time he continues to see the Dolans controlling Cablevision, and he said, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. And then he went on and said, he's going to do the right things for his shareholders, and that, if that's selling the company, that could happen. Mm-hmm. And he also, and this has, on Friday actually, the Cablevision stock went up about 6% when he said never say never on the earnings call when somebody asked him, would Cablevision participate in this M&A climate that's going on with cable consolidation generally.
And now, one thing that he did say, getting back to that TV point, a great quote was, if you don't ride the wave, you get eaten by the wave. Mm-hmm. What did he mean by that?
Well, so Jim Dolan is trying to talk about how in the music industry they tanked as they saw customers wanted single songs rather than to buy albums. Mm-hmm. And what we face with the cable bundle right now is hundreds of channels, and consumers may only want a few. And that's his point of view, that if that's the wave, he wants to be riding that. And for him, that means investing in the network, trying to boost speeds, and trying to get to that point where Cablevision is prepared for a future where they don't offer television.
Okay, I got to ask you one last thing. We only have 30 seconds, but he's got a lot of outside interests. Besides running the company, he's got his band, a lot of other things. Give us your sense for whether Jim Dolan, how long is he going to be running this business? How long does he want to run it?
Well, it's interesting. He said, business is in my blood, and the cable business is, but he also said that if it wasn't this business, there'd be another business. So he clearly, and he also, I think he was joking when he said that we asked him, when you'll be out of this? He said, my next hit, which is a reference to his band. So
they were opening for the Eagles, right?
Yeah, and he obviously really loves and enjoys his music. I mean, after hours, that's what he does.
All right. Shalini Ramachandran, thanks so much.
Thanks.